Are you or a loved one struggling with thinning hair? Hair loss can be a real confidence killer, and it's important that you know your options. Today, we're going to be talking about that. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Dr. Foss. We're going to talk about hair regrowth opportunities that are cutting edge by utilizing both platelet-rich plasma, which is PRP, and also stem cell therapy. Yeah, you heard me right. Stem cells for hair regrowth. And PRP and stem cells is a super and safe way, and it's proven to help regenerate your body's natural regrowth capabilities. And you can use that for anything. You can use it for hair, you can use it by, athletes use it all the time to repair injuries, and active adults have been using it for decades to heal so much faster. And so during this episode, we're going to show you a cutting edge process for improving hair growth using PRP and stem cells. So for men, for women challenged with hair loss, this could be a real game changer, including for myself. I'm actually in the process now. I'm about 2/3 of the way through, and I can start seeing those little hairs growing in. So I'm super excited because I've got that male pattern baldness going on. So and I'm gonna, in a little bit, I'm gonna share more information about my personal hair regrowth journey here at NIVA Health, which I'm super excited about. So let's learn how and why PRP and stem cells is being used effectively to treat hair loss, right? Let's face it, we've all been bombarded with hair loss marketing and gimmicks over the years, but do any of these treatments actually work? A lot of this depends on the current state of your hair loss and a few other factors. So let's take a quick look at the data. In 2019, a team of researchers published their findings in the Journal of Aesthetic Plastic Surgery. And so they carried out a systematic review of the research on PRP actually as a treatment for hair loss. This is a condition that affects both men and women, but it's more commonly known as male pattern baldness, right? Where you're thinning out here at the front and you're thinning out a little bit at the top. So according to the authors, most of the studies found that the injections of PRP reduced hair loss and increased the diameter of the actual hairs and the density of the growth, right? So how effective the treatment will be for you or a loved one really depends on a few factors, right? So let's take a deeper look at this. As always, it's always best to consult with a professional care provider here at NIVA before making any medical decisions about your hair regrowth or anything else, right? And you can use the links below, right, in the description below to learn more, to schedule a time to talk to one of our experts. We're here for you to educate you and sit through and to see if you are actually a good candidate for this procedure. Share with you my personal hair loss journey and what I went through when I started noticing that my hair is thinning out. And I love going on TV and bringing my patients on there and sharing my story, and I did that for a long time. And then now that I'm starting to get older, I start realizing that my hair is thinning out. It's starting to thin out here and go back, and kind of, it was a little scary. I said, what's my face going to look like without hair? It definitely was a bit of a confidence killer when you start like looking in the mirror and looking close, and you see that thinning happening, and you start wondering, okay, what am I going to do to fix this? And so it was definitely scary. So I started researching what can I do that's going to be safe, what's going to be effective, and how do I make sure I don't lose my hair? And because there's so much stuff out there that you see that you can do. And so for me, we were already doing PRP to fix joint problems. We're already doing stem cells. Stem cells, has helped me tremendously with my back pain is pretty much gone. And so I started researching to see if PRP and stem cells are effective for hair regrowth. Can they regenerate the hair follicle? And so basically what I learned is that if you have no hair follicles, if you're totally like bald in a certain area, it's not going to be able to revive that. But if you have thinning hair, so the hair follicles are still there, but they're starting to die and starting to thin out, that it actually works really, really well. So I said, all right, we got to go ahead and give this a try. And so at first I was like, okay, how do I, we have to inject this PRP into your hair. And so I was like, well, in addition to PRP, can we create a combination therapy where we take umbilical cord mesenchymal stem cells, mix them with your own PRP, and then inject them into their hair follicle, because obviously those are the most powerful super healers that exist on the planet. And so, and I connected with some, some physicians on this who were doing it and saying that they're seeing phenomenal results.
I'll tell you, so I mean, I can barely feel this. This feels so good. I mean, it literally feels like a scalp massage. I'm so impressed. I can't even tell you how excited I am. I was a little worried about getting injections in my head, and it feels so comfortable. It's because the size of the needle is so small, and you really don't feel it much. It's like a 1 pain level, really, and it just feels great. I just feel a little bit of pressure, and that's it. And it's exciting to know that my hair is gonna start to regenerate.
Oh yeah.
It feels fine, Rebecca. It's like a 1. It's like a 1 out of pain level. It's very comfortable. It really does feel good.
If you want to stay on the leading cutting edge of health, of wellness, be sure to subscribe to our channel below, hit the subscription button, hit the bell so that the reminders come to you, and let us know what you think in the comments below. What have you tried for your hair? I mean, have you tried other things, medications, laser lights? I mean, there's so many things that are out there that people are trying. Have you thought about PRP? Have you heard about stem cells and how that works for hair regrowth? I want to know your comments, so definitely give us some of your comments below and we'll be sure to respond back to that. And if you have questions about it, put them down as well so that I can answer it in our next video. And thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Dr. Foss, reminding you to live your best life.